Lu Tshuaj Protandim the no Lu Tshuaj Quai no who the Chuan Cha Rong no te trâu đỏ thiên một con đòn bê thông địa tây no giờ vì một cho chỉ cần đó nó luôn giờ cho cứ san đầu luôn chỉ tụ trường đó luôn chơi luôn bỏ thì luôn chua nó in chỉ ý chỉ những tờ ở thì tiền rong hành thì tiền nó là mà giờ dùng một nhiều chỉ mình dùng cho rong nó thì ba tờ đó dùng ok nó của thả để sở sử để tây rồi để sự của thả sau cho sở sử thì cho nhau cho hồi dùng lúc chế anh ấy thứ bỏ cho chuồn được cái sao nó cho nó cho chuồn trả rong cụ thích cho bên nó dễ tàu đi cột lâu cụ chỉ sống nó đây cơ là cháu của nó rong chỉ những rong nữa cụ giống mua tụi đặc tử nó cho toàn tên nó như hòm nông hay luôn mấy cả thế họ hay luôn mong cho họ cụ xa thì hay luôn mong sự trả như họ thì cụ là hay giờ cụ mua cho luôn mấy cả tròn rồi cụ xài cho luôn mong đợi ba đồ cho lầu cho họ chỉ chân đón đợi rồi cho họ chỉ muốn sợ cháu giờ nó mà có chủ mong rồi rong có thể tao giờ có chừng giờ uống chân nó có mà là gì tôi thâu cho luôn chừng chân chỉ có chỉ tao giờ có nó còn nó tỏ có xả bát có lúc có khu xì có nữa chứ thì xin nó cũng chúa ở bên bò giờ muốn họ bên gì đó nè từ xả tao cho hú tua đợi từ sát tông nó nè cũng cho tụi đó tới cho lù thế cũng mà hay lù mong đó nè nông rồi rong có tao nói thì chỉ cố xin nhẹ rồi cho nó kỳ rồi rong giờ chua nó là ủa rồi cho nên chỉ sát tua thế cho nên muốn nhẹ muốn tiền nó tao là mua vào mua chế rong mua sinh rồi rong rồi chỉ sát tua rồi chọn đầu rồi hay cố xin rồi chạyอยู่giờ nó bê tôm nông tê lù chừng chân lòng được tê đó tới cho nó lòng được cho nên muốn nhẹ rồi nó cho kỳ đó cho nên nóจะไปยีnóจะไปยีเจ我的一节พอว่าได้ดันเจตัวจะนอนจะช่วยรองอย่างนั้นมันจีตัวชั่วดอกเตอร์จะ prescription นะแล้วสิหกสิตัวรองเจอกำลังตัวดอกเตอร์นั้นจะรู้เท่ากูจะรู้มองน่ะอย่าก็จะเจอรู้ไม่กล้านะก็เจอรู้ไม่กล้าอย่ามองจะรู้ไม่กล้าเท่านี้อาจจะจังตัวก้อนนะเจอเป็นหลังเตานะ
Hey, I'm a cardiologist, a physician, and my avocation, my whole passion has been to take care of people.
Cú giờ ít tu doctor khop lợ, cú khop patient theo cú kế chân trẻ giờ cỡ là một khó theo chờ tin nên có tin nên nó cả nhau rộng.
And so, if that's what I want to do, then what can I do that can help everybody?
Gia đình đó nó cú theo tổ xã thì yêu lý cha cú theo ba tổ đó sẽ đỡ.
And that is to understand the very genesis and beginning of every disease. So, if you were to take a look at a cell,
mà bé ở sở đời nó cũng chỉ bao hết à tây cam mò nó giờ bé khó từ thia mua khó từ tua mà bé tàu là sai đợi bé cho sẹo cho chả nó
and its nucleus, let's label them so you'll remember them. Here's the nucleus.
ni sai lưu vào vùng de nó con de nó giờ nuclear trong trong de nuclear nhon de nó.
The nucleus is the command center of the cell. It gives out the orders about what the cell is going to be doing today.
Có nuclear de nó giờ có command center có order giờ sang hạt địa oli cho cell này nông nó cho cell giờ oli cha.
What products it's going to be making and its machineries.
Ya không đất chi thì ô tô lu cha nó.
What are the mitochondria going to be doing?
Lu ở mitochondria nó nửa cho lửa giờ oli cha.
There's the mitochondria. What are the mitochondria? Mitochondria are the engines that create the energy.
De nó giờ lu mitochondria giờ lu engine ô giờ ô tô có dù mua giờ.
The energy is called ATP.
Energy là do mua giờ nằm mà là hồ địa ATP.
Dr. Handler used that word for the first time with me in 1963.
Dr. M.C. cho lũ nó đâu cũng thời giờ nhớ đâu để chồng ít chế chụp bởi cho bê.
Didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but by God I do today.
Sẽ hình đâu cũng chỉ bảo hiện này đã chỉ, thế thì ta xin nó cũng lậu cho hồ lửa nó.
So the nucleus sends out the command and says we need to make some carbohydrates today, or we need to make this protein, or that gene, or that chromosome, and that's what happens.
Lũ nuclear system de nó mà này yếu tố chỉ, nó sang cái chỉ cho carbohydrate, thế ô cả tàu cho protein, cho gene, thế cho chromosome de nó.
How does that happen? That's the discovery, how it all happens.
Giờ ô đi cha, bé thế bao cho chú sĩ, con nói cái chơi phơi, thế bao cho nó ra.
When you and I are born, we have, I'm going to use this as a quantitative number, we have that many antioxidants.
头被有了，这边么叫我 membrane 那种豆尿中的孬，这尿中就 membrane 那么被么叫 antioxidant，后那种豆呢？
And this many free radicals.
这尿中的孬嘛被么叫 free radical， 种豆豆可能啊。
You get the free radicals and the antioxidants from mom because you have her blood that comes to you through the umbilical cord.
เขาว่าอยู่โตเขา free radical ที่ antioxidant น่ะมาอยู่โตหลอนเดอยู่เนี่ยจ้าล้านเดวันเดดีหมดอยู่ตัวน่ะ
And this is wonderful because now you're being nourished. And as we come into life into the world,
อยู่โตอยู่หล่อไว้ตัวหนึ่งอยู่ยโตตูอยู่เจ้าเชียนเนาะยี่เขาจงเห็น
we start breathing on our own. So we're not only now on our own from that point of view, but we are creating our own energy source in terms of bringing in oxygen.
เขาว่าอยู่ว่าโตอยู่ป่าอยู่ตัวเข่งเลยนึกกูจีตาแต่อยู่ป่าเดือซื้ออยู่ตัวจีอยู่ตัวเข่งก็อยู่มั่วจะออกซิเจนเราโดนเราอยู่
And when we bring in oxygen, we create energy. And I tell you where the energy was created, mitochondria.
ทอไปจ่อ energy รออย่าอยู่ยโต create energy ก็มั่วอย่าขอว่า create ขอ energy เนาะมาย่อรู้ว่า mitochondria ตัวเนาะ
So we bring in oxygen with our food substances, take it to the mitochondria, which are little energy factories, and we make energy, but we also make free radicals.
头我被到叫做么着了叫energy 么着的了就叫到啥么着路 little mitochondria 这嘛我个还有么着差这头脑这กู叫到一叫 free radical 了到些
So we end up, when we're 30, 35 or so, with this many antioxidants and this many free radicals.
头我被么弄用在这里被叫的凶那这被么叫 antioxidant เนาะ到天被好么叫 free radical 叫กับเพน到hình
That's called oxidative stress. The excess production of free radicals over your ability to neutralize them with antioxidants.
เขาจะเนาะโห the excess stress เยอะ excess production free radical จะกับเพนเนาะจงหึงจะเจ้งโตจะ antioxidant ตัวจียิง
So now I've covered the words that are used in some of the videos you've seen, but how does that all happen?
เดี๋ยวเนาะกูยอเราเปรียบมันจะจอเต้วิดีโอวันนี้ปอดเดี๋ยวเนาะยอวิริจาเต้มั่วเต้เนาะทุกสิ่ง
It happens because this command center works in conjunction with a protein that sits in our cell. That's, for lack of not getting too technical, I'll call it NRF2.
เต้เก๋ว่านึกทุกสิ่งเนาะมันนึกทุกสิ่งลอนเดลูcommand center เนาะเจ้าก็เดี๋ยวเนาะยาโปรตีนเดี๋ยวเนาะลูกโปรตีนเดี๋ยวเนาะมันมอลูกเบอีลูกมาโปรตีนอีลูกมาหัว NRF2 เนาะเดี๋ยวเนาะ
And that's what you'll see on the bottle. NRF2. It's a protein that's anchored there and it's kind of watching what's going on in the cell.
นี่ตัวปอ NRF2 เนี่ยเดี๋ยวลูกบาโดเนาะมันมั่วโปรตีนเนี่ยตอนเดี๋ยวเจ้าโปรตีนมาย่อ NRF2 เนี่ยใส่เจ้าเซลล์
And it is communicating with the nucleus, command center.
ลูกว่า NRF2 เดี๋ยวเนาะลูกเนาะมาย่อลูกว่าเนี่ยเจ้ามือชิดฐานดอลูกเนาะครับเพราะว่าเนาะมัวรอนะ
But when it's anchored, it doesn't have the ability to send it immediate messages. So what does Protandim do? Protandim comes in.
ลูกเองเกิดเนาะมันในจิมัวเบรตีเลยยันในจิมัวเป็นสื่อศาสตร์จะไม่เสร็จเนาะมุจิจังตาชิโตตาชิเจลูกโปรตีนเดินเนื้อรอยันเนื้ออ้วนเลยเนาะ
And when we take it in, 5 herbs, which we have had in our biosphere from the beginning of time, put together in a certain combination, it activates the release of this NRF2.
แล้วว่ามัวจียาโบเราจะจียาชนโจเนาะจะรอชิดต่อโอเคก็มัวกัว Vậy mua so vậy lúc cho cho nó chơi vậy lấy cho lúc cho nó mua activate lúc NRF2 còn lúc NRF2 nó tự có nó mua
and sends the NRF2 message up to the nucleus, and we have a transcription
sa cho message the lúc NRF2 nó mononuclear hạt địa tại vì nó mua so chân chân
information going up which says to the nucleus, hey boss, we are overwhelmed with free radicals. We've got to do something about this.
cho cam mó tua lợ chỉ lúc NRF2 sa message mononuclear chỉ lúc hydronuclear tu lo tại vì nó cam mó tua lợ yêu lấy trả
Our engines have been busy making more and more proteins to combat the free radicals. What's that called? Inflammation. So when you have free radicals, you get a response from the body called inflammation.
thầu lúc engine tôi sẽ busy là chỉ cho protein về cho protein nó đau về cho free radical nó đau tua về cho nó ho đi trả
And that is the reaction that is uniformly going to occur when you have that free radical not neutralized. Why?
nó hồจะขอมอthầuรู้เจมั่วcho free radical đau vềรู้เจnóอยู่ตะกักเขียตัวอยู่จันตัวยอมั่วมอละgiờ thầuว่าเป้จีตัวจอ free radical เนาะจะถอแล้วล่อตัวแล้วมั่วซอเจแล้วยอว่าที่ตัวอยู่มั่วมอจะรู้เจ็บปวดท่า
Because that free radical, when it doesn't get neutralized, attaches any place it wants to. It can attach to one of the engines here. It can attach to the mitochondria. It can attach to the cell membrane. It can attach any place. And when it does, it injures a cell. The body responds by making more free radicals, which are called pro-inflammatory, I'll just make an I here, pro-inflammatory molecules.
cho free radical nó giờ thầuอยู่ตัวจิตเตาหนึ่งจะหนึ่งล่อตัวขันใหญ่หมดท้องอยู่รู้เจเนาะจะนี่ยหมดตัวอยู่จอ engine เนาะตัวรู้ไมโทคอนเดรียรู้ engine เมนอเที่ยวอยู่ตัวจอ cell membrane เนาะถอวันนี้เนาะจะวัวตัวอยู่รู้เจเนาะอยู่ตรงมอหลอนตัวอยู่ตัวคิงดาตัวอยู่รู้เจเนาะเสือหล่อติดไทยที่ซ่อนจั่วจะปอดโตจะคนเนาะอยู่จอ free radical เลยอยู่หัวจะ a pro-inflammatory molecule, the who the molecule.
And that always ends up in what? A scar. So this always ends up in a scar. And there you are. Scars replace cells.
Tan đó cho the no là wo y, để cho wo y the no nữ do cho scar là do ngay tu là ngay chụp lia, để cho no nữ do là lông là bấu đồ cho cell.
Too many cells replace organs. That's disease. This is the beginning of all disease.
Tôn đâu cho cell lo xí lông chỉ lông tôiอยู่แต่เสียtên chữ chỉ có được nó do có pi mà với do cá mó lên đà.
So this is the beauty of what's been discovered. The mechanism by which we can cut back on this process of getting too many free radicals and too little antioxidants. When protandim is given,
nó giờ ít khó sử dụng và bị chơi tàu là giờ ít khó và nữa là tự thiết chế cho cái nữa nó đồ khó được nó mà muốn tàu cho free radical thiết cho oxygen nó đồ được nó thì protein này giờ khó giờ là mua
NRF2 sends a message to the nucleus, and we start making life-saving enzymes, and we turn our machinery back to making antioxidants, and we make millions per second.
lúc protandim giờ lúc NRF2 the nó nửa là ba thiết khó tàu tàu lúc chế thiết cái nó cá nhớ rong là tất cả rong tua rong li lúc mà xin và mất tì tất cả là chỉ cho antioxidant the EV này thì cho lan tu sư.
There is nothing we can take in by mouth that will do that. Nothing can replace the beauty of our own cells creating their own antioxidants.
Nhon de luôn de te nó nhưng chỉ mua ý giả đã chỉ vào non de很久nó giờ một ba tô đồอยู่chế dạo giờ ba tô đồ chế giờอยู่chế như tất cả ba nữ sư rong cha.
So powerful. Now, focus for a minute on this is called NRF2. Well, if there's a 2, there must be a 1. And there is a 1. And the 1 is another transcription factor. And that factor, NRF1, is a very interesting compound of